Hello and welcome to the Ross Cloud Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Ross Sr., and this platform was created to motivate and to inspire in hopes that you will become a better you. I'd like to give a shout out to everyone out there that has been supporting the Ross Cloud Podcast. Thank you so much for your feedback on this episode of our show. We like to call it our healing session with Beth Kincaid, and I really do appreciate the comments and how much this is beneficial for you guys. So we really do appreciate it. And again, we have once again with us our in-house therapist, I like to say, Miss Beth Kincaid. How are you, Beth, and what you have for us on today?
Wonderful. Good morning. So today I wanted to talk about manifestation and how to manifest what you really want in your life, because that's a really important thing to do, right? So to manifest something means, and if you're listening for the first time, this is a session I think would be very important for you to go get a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper to take some notes on for the future. So just a hint. It means to make your dreams, goals, and aspirations a reality by actually believing that you can achieve them. And it's as simple as that. The idea is that by believing you can do something and focusing your thoughts and your energy in that direction, you can actually make it happen. So, for instance, instead of saying, this is my dream house, but I'll never be able to afford it, you change that thought to something more along the lines of, this is my dream house, and I will work hard so I can create something I would like to live in someday. So you actually see in your mind that it happens. So you can apply this manifestation into any area of your life, whether it's your career, your family, friendships, relationships, finances, skills, travel, health, or home. And what makes that work is through using positive thinking and the law of attraction. So the idea is that our thoughts are very powerful, and they can play a major role in determining the course of our lives. So if you have a positive attitude, that can help you overcome your fears and your worries so you can actually achieve what you want to achieve. So strongly believing that it's going to happen will help you to make it happen. There's no guarantees for that, but it actually gives you a greater chance for success. The other piece of that is the law of attraction. And that states that what you focus on is what you will attract into your life. And if you're interested in something in particular, what ends up happening is you'll probably read about it, learn about it, pursue groups and societies related to it, and people that might have similar interests. So you actually build a network of connections for yourself around it, which increases your opportunities and increases your chances of having more of those connections coming back to you and offering you opportunities. So the more you focus on something, the more you're interested in it, whether it's work-related or even just a hobby, it can help you to develop expertise and build networks for yourself, and in turn attract opportunities that will help bring those things to you and help you achieve your goals. So there's several techniques that you can use or you will want to use to help you in developing your ability to manifest. A lot of it has to do with visualization, but the way to do it correctly is you want to be clear, first of all, about what exactly you want. You don't want it to be this vague thing, because then it's not going to happen. You have to be able to know what you want. Examples, you want to make positive statements about those clear goals that you have to articulate that. I am capable of this job and deserving of this promotion. I trust the universe is bringing me a worthy partner into my life. I'm grateful for the abundance of success I've already achieved in my business, and I hope to accomplish much more. I'm confident that I will live in my dream home within 5 years. I'm excited to experience parenthood and all the positive changes it will bring to my life. I will take care of my health, and my body will support me on my journey through life. I am open to receiving happiness in new and unexpected ways. So by actually being as specific as you can, it will help you to get to your goal much more quickly. So as you visualize your goal, you want to start taking steps towards achieving that particular goal. And so you can allocate a little time every day or every week to work towards it. For example, if your goal is to have a new job, you can aim to do at least one job application a day or a week to work towards that. You want to achieve your dreams by getting out of your comfort zone. So your dream starts at the end of your comfort zone, right? This can be scary, and you can start by taking smaller steps. That's fine. But if your goal is to be a singer, you may want to start performing for your family and then get bigger and bigger performances for that.
Yeah.
You want to build your confidence, so you don't want to over-expect what you are capable of doing.
Yeah.
You want your expectations to be reasonable. And you want to practice gratitude, to be thankful for what you have, because the more your mindset is positive, the more you will be closer to achieving what you can achieve. And you want to get support from loved ones or people in your network to help you to get to where you want to go.
Yes.
So there's several techniques that you want to use to do that. Some people create a vision board, and it can be kind of complicated or it can be simple. So we're going to get to that one in just a minute. The first strategy that people recommend is to create a gratitude loop. So what I find fascinating about this suggestion is that there is supposedly a stepping stone of energy and thoughts that you go through. And so this on the lower side starts with fear, grief, despair, powerlessness. That's the low energy side.
Yeah.
And it builds up to insecurity, guilt, unworthiness, jealousy, hatred and rage, anger, revenge, discouragement, blame, worry, doubt. Can't read this. Disappointment, feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, pessimism, and then you start into the positive energy with, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
My eyes are going bad. Boredom. Well, boredom would be negative too. This is the positive right here. Contentment, hopefulness, positive energy, positive expectations, and eagerness, enthusiasm, passion. And the very top is joy, appreciation, and empowerment of yourself. So they say the higher you get, the higher your energy level is.
I love it.
And the higher that frequency of energy is, the closer you are to achieving your complete alignment with your desires, and you're kind of at one with that goal.
Yes.
So you want to create that loop where you're going on a daily basis back to the positive.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so when you feel grateful, you feel that gratitude, you become immersed in it. And that's how the law of attraction actually works. So when you feel you're in that state of gratitude, you will find your desires manifesting faster than ever before because you're believing in it.
Yes.
And you'll be showered with blessings and support, which helps you to create even more gratitude, right?
Yes, that's right.
And so once you begin starting and practicing the art of thankfulness, then that even helps it even more.
Yes.
So in order to shift that gratitude loop, the first thing you want to do is to take 5 to 10 minutes to visualize what you're thankful for. And so once you've done that, then you can move forward to the next steps, which are reinforcing that list. So some people suggest that you do different methods, such as the 3-6-9 method, which involves you repeating or writing down your goals 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, or 9 times in the evening. the idea is to repeat your goals multiple times a day to help you stay focused on those goals.
Gotcha.
Some people suggest that you do the 7-7-7 method, which involves writing down what you'd like to manifest 7 times in the morning and 7 times at night for 7 days in a row.
Yeah.
And so you take a piece of paper and you list those things out. And once you've done that, you want to keep doing that on however many times a day you're deciding to do that.
Yes.
Another one is the 10-10-10 method, where you write down 10 things you desire, 10 things you're grateful for, and 10 things you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And it just creates a big picture of your goals and your assets and your interests, so that it can improve your being self-aware of where you are and what your goals and desires are.
Yeah.
And helps you to understand how all the different pieces in your life interact. Yes. And promote that positive thinking.
Yes.
So a lot of times they also suggest keeping a journal and to write down those things, your fears, your anxiety about things, but also your goals, your dreams, your solutions to those fears and anxieties. So how do you do this correctly? You want to be clear about what you want. You want to make positive statements. And work towards your goal, but there's no specific one way to do things, right?
Right.
So you don't want to sit and judge yourself and feel like I'm doing this wrong, mm-hmm. but you do want to continue to push yourself to do it. It's important to not let the anxiety, fear, and self-doubt and negativity get in your way. So if you start to feel that negativity, you want to change those negative thoughts into positive affirmations.
I love it.
I'm grateful that I'm where I am, and this is where I would like to go and where I'm going to push myself to go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see myself getting there.
Oh, yeah.
So another method is the pillow method. So the pillow method is an expansion of your traditional affirmations. And what you do is, if you haven't picked an affirmation yet, you pick a few affirmations and you write them down on a piece of paper and put it under your pillow before you fall asleep. So it's supposed to help rewire your thought patterns as you sleep and allow your last thoughts of the day to be positive. This has a positive effect on your dream state, which carries through to the next morning. So you're going to be doing this 24 hours a day is the idea.
Yeah.
So as you fall asleep, you maintain the intention while letting go of any resistance that might be interfering with your manifestation of your desire. The moment you fall asleep and the time you wake up are the two most important times of the day, so it's important to set that right intention. Yeah. Not negative thinking, but positive thinking. So I think a lot of us feel like, well, I can't get here. I've tried so hard and I'm still not there.
Yeah.
And those negative thoughts really do prevent us from continuing to try, right?
That's right.
And so another suggestion that I've seen is subconscious reprogramming, which I find to be interesting. So the conscious mind and the subconscious mind are two different things. The conscious mind refers to our perceptions and thoughts and sensations, our experiences.
Yeah.
The subconscious mind is like the hard drive of your mind. It collects all the data and the information and thought patterns in order to put reason behind the actions that you take.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that develops through repetition and has no filter to weed out the good experiences from the bad.
Yeah.
So sometimes we unknowingly develop negative patterns that do us more harm than good. Mm-hmm. So that can limit our beliefs and the way we think about things. So you can try to change that by telling your conscious mind what you want it to think about, what you want it to focus on.
Yeah.
And focus on, I want to manifest whatever it is you've chosen to do. Your conscious mind will agree, but your deep-seated subconscious mind may not. So there's one way, there might be several ways, but there's one way to use subconscious reprogramming to fix that. And so you want to rewrite that negative thought pattern and replace it with the right signals to help you manifest that. So You can use affirmations, guided hypnosis, subliminals, sound wave therapy, those different things to help you to kind of rewire that thought process.
Yeah.
To give more is another suggestion. Giving not only makes you feel good, but it helps you raise your vibration tool, like we were we're talking about with the vibrations that you carry.
Yes.
It comes in all shapes and forms, and you can give emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. You can help animals, friends, strangers, even the environment you live in. So you can teach a skill to somebody that you know, invite your friends for a night out, or be there for somebody that's feeling down.
Yeah.
Lend a favor to a friend, volunteer at a soup kitchen, donate to charities, volunteer at an animal shelter, clean up litter from your local park. And picking up plastic on the beach is another thing somebody does. But what it does is it kind of helps you to try to create a collective consciousness that you want to look out for others as well as yourself.
Absolutely,
right?
Yes.
So we were talking about the 777 10 10 10 369 methods.
Yeah.
There's another one called the 55 times 5 method.
Wow.
So apparently repetition of affirmations leads to belief, and that belief becomes deep conviction and helps things to happen.
Yeah.
And Muhammad Ali said that, by the way.
Yeah, all right.
The 5 times 5 technique has become popular, but what it basically is that you may ask why 5 times 5. The energy of the number 5 in numerology apparently is supposed to be pretty powerful. It signifies great change and transformation, so it makes sense why the energy would be powerful for manifestation. Yeah. So you pick whatever your affirmation is, and you stick with that. You get a pen and paper or a journal if you have one, and write your desire 55 times in one sitting. That's the 55.
Yeah.
And then repeat that for 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
And watch your desire manifest. So it's important to have your intention focused on that one specific goal during those 5 days.
Yeah.
So you're really trying to bring out that law of attraction and manifestation, trying to not change your mind because you don't want the universe to get mixed signals. You just want to focus on that one specific thing and try not to interrupt that. So another thought, which I find interesting, is the idea of shifting in a parallel reality, and like quantum leaping in a way is what they're describing, which is kind of funny, but it's interesting the way they describe it. So the way you do that is you kind of decide what reality you prefer, and you want to shift from the one that you're talking about, that's your reality, to the one that you prefer.
Yeah.
So they're all real. You just want to shift to the one where you want to be.
That's right.
So it may sound weird, but it's actually effective when you do it. So the idea is you drink water out of the cup that you want, that's labeled with the manifestation that you're experiencing. So you get 2 glasses of water, and you put a label on one that says, this is where I am right now.
Yeah.
And then you put a label on the one that is where you would like to be.
Yeah.
And you pour water in the one where you are right now.
Yeah.
Then you pour it into the glass that where you would want to be.
Wow.
And you drink that water.
I like it.
So it's supposed to create a shift in the universe to manifest your desires into reality.
I love it.
And so I'm going to explain their thinking behind that.
Yes, yes.
There's a strong theory that there are unlimited parallel realities playing out everywhere, and that you simultaneously live out every single possibility that there is in various versions of reality. It's said that our attention continuously leaps from dimension to dimension depending on the different actions that we take. So the thought is kind of like, if I did this, then this can happen. If I did this can happen.
I got you.
And when it comes to the law of attraction, the goal is to make that jump into where you would like for it to go.
Sounds like that quantum leap and all of that's happening.
Yeah, so it's like tuning into a radio station and you're trying to find the right frequency.
Right, right.
However, going further with that, during the mid-90s, Dr. Masaru Emoto discovered that water can actually hold and retain different types of energies. And he figured that out by observing the molecular structure of water.
Yeah.
So negative energy disfigured the molecules in the structure, whereas positive energy, happy energy, actually created beautiful snowflake-like type patterns.
Yeah.
Meaning that you can say, feel, emit certain feelings and intentions, and the water would actually change its structure. So the theory is that when you drink water, you're absorbing that energy that you charged it with when you picked up the glass.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, when you do that 2-cup method that we just talked about, the frequency of your desires, you're trying to absorb that frequency into your being while taking a quantum leap into your desired reality.
Wow.
It may sound complicated and weird, but it could actually happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, something to try. The intention, I guess, in that specific example is what's important there.
Yeah.
The movie method is another way that you can visualize your desire before it manifests without taking a whole lot of hard work to do it. So when you're trying to visualize yourself doing what you want yourself to do and be, sometimes it's hard, it's stressful, it creates anxiety. I can't visualize myself doing that.
Right.
So their suggestion for that is to go watch a movie that has somebody else actually doing what you would like to do.
Yeah.
So you don't have to work at visualizing it. You can see it in the movie. And you can do it multiple times by trying to see several movies that have that same kind of topic there, right? So scripting is another way of writing about your desires as if they've already manifested.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to write in your journal and talk about what you want to happen.
Yeah.
And invoke that positive emotion as much as you can, because this is your own private fairy tale about you, right? And so you want to be creative and be in a good mood and inspired while you're doing it.
Yeah.
So you want to do a visualization session, get yourself inspired, going for a run, a walk, listening to some uplifting music, do a workout, get yourself hyped up, and then you sit down and write that script that would look something like this. Today was the day I picked up my brand new Audi RB. Is it RB? No, it's R8. Sorry.
That's all right.
This is not mine. I had woken up extra early because I was so excited I couldn't stop thinking about my brand new car. I got up, I had a shower, got dressed, had some breakfast, and by that time it was around 7 a.m. I was ready to go, but the dealership didn't open until 9. I couldn't wait any longer, so I phoned Michael, who runs the dealership, and asked nicely if I could please come in earlier, and he agreed to meet me at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
By then, my heart was beating out of my chest. I couldn't contain my excitement any longer, so I had a glass of water. Then I called for an Uber. The dealership is about 40 minutes from my house. It was about 7:15, which meant I'd get there in perfect timing. By the time I got to the dealership, I was so excited I was nearly in tears. I saw Michael waving out to me with a big smile on his face. It was only he and I there, which made the whole experience feel so exclusive and luxurious. And then he brought me around the back, and there it was, my Audi R8, freshly polished, jet black, rims with a brand new bright red leather interior. It looked even better in real life.
Yeah.
So Michael placed the keys in my trembling hands, and I carefully opened the door and jumped into my new ride. Woohoo! I screamed as I started the car. The engine was purring, and I gave it a few little revs before I left the dealership. I manifested the car of my dreams. Right now, it's sitting in my shed, and I can't wait to show all my friends tomorrow. I would like to thank the universe and, of course, myself for being such a wonderful creator. So that's just an example of how you can write not only how you want it to happen, but how it's going to feel in real time. Yeah,
I love that. I love it.
So positive affirmations we've kind of been talking about, but again, that's another really important thing you can do. is if you consistently affirm what you want, you begin to restructure that subconscious mind and talk positively about those things that you want to create, which again creates a vibrational match between you and your desires.
Yeah.
So they need to be short, simple, and powerful. They need to be spoken out loud or within your own mind, and become power affirmations. So not just positive, but you want to create power affirmations.
Yeah.
The power part has to do with the emotion behind it.
Yeah.
So if you recite a powerful affirmation, you want to search for the emotion first. Find the excitement, the joy, the gratitude, and allow yourself to feel that so that it feels real when you say it to yourself.
Yes, yes.
A few examples. The universe delivers everything I want in perfect timing. The universe has my back.
Yeah.
I am worth it. I'm worthy of all things positive that come my way.
Yeah.
I deserve total abundance and everything I desire from the universe. And you want to speak as if you've have it already, and remember that you are worthy.
Yes, yes.
And that you should get everything the universe has to offer.
Yes, yes.
So another example of a way to create manifestation that works really well is to use a manifestation box. So some people create a vision board where they have little pictures or things they have on there which remind them or help them to create that vision of what they want to happen.
Yeah.
The manifestation box is similar. But first you make and you create this really creative box. It could be a shoe box or some other kind of container, but you want to decorate it and make it fancy and put your intentions into that and put how important it is so that it helps release that resistance again that we keep trying to push away.
Yes.
So if you're feeling overwhelmed, a little impatient, you can wait and just do this a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
But here's some ideas of things you can put into that box. Pictures, photos, or magazine cutouts that resemble what you're wanting. Crystals that amplify the energy behind it. Quotes, written affirmations, scripts, sentimental heirlooms, or gifts. Sometimes people like to do it in addition to using what they call a new moon ritual, which is supposed to help create new energy and new things. So they set it on a shelf or next to a window where the moon will shine down on that and give that power. If you're trying to conceive a child, for example, you can write a letter to your future child and put that in the box. Or if you're going on a trip, you might buy things you need to take on your trip and put that in the box. So you're believing again in what you're doing.
Yes.
So the crystals you could put in your box, turquoise howlite is a healing stone, and it is often used to manifest prosperity, spiritual balance, and positive energy into your life. Rose quartz has a beautiful pink color and is commonly worn to manifest love. It's comforting, reassuring, and especially strong in times of sadness or heartache. So you can wear that crystal to restore trust and contentment in previous relationships or present relationships that you're trying to encourage strong vibrations of love.
Yes.
White druzy crystals are a natural stress reliever and work best for inner healing. They're often associated with bringing peace, clarity, balance, intuition, and patience into one's life.
Yeah.
So I know probably everywhere you live, there are crystal stores that you can go to, and they will tell you all about each stone and crystal and what energy they bring to you.
Absolutely.
So another piece is aligning with the right people. You want to have good people around you, people that support your dreams and your thoughts.
Yeah.
And are positive. And so if you surround yourself with people that are like where you want to go, that can also create and help you to get to that place, to follow what they're doing and get their vibrations to back you up. Social media, you can do that through that. Movies, books, events, podcasts. Find people that you relate to and that may have overcome the same thing and may have the same kind of struggles, and allow yourself to be motivated, inspired, and encouraged towards great heights of growth and expansion. Acting as if, that's one of the last couple of things that I'm going to suggest. You want to act as if it's already happening. And if you make it a reality, you're already living as if it happens, then it becomes more than a game of make-believe. You don't want to attract what you want. You want to attract what you are at that point. So you act as if you are already there, and hopefully those people and things will come to you as if you've already achieved them. So don't just wish. You act as if you already have it. Again, if you're riding in your beat-up old pickup truck and you want that Audi V8 supercar, you pretend like your pickup truck is that Audi supercar. And, you act like you're one of those people where you want to go. So you're trying to get your energy to match that. Last suggestion, and not least, there's bunches of them out there, so you're welcome to go explore more. If you have a spare 17 seconds, even just 17 seconds of pure interrupted focus will help activate your process of manifestation. So it just helps you to start your morning before you get out of bed, using those 17 seconds to focus on where you want to go and how good you want your day to be and how you want your goal to look like as you get there. So each of these techniques are significant. They kind of do a little bit something different, but your intention behind it is one of the most important things. The way you think and act and feel are just the result of that intention. So you get to decide what you want out of life and dive right into it and believe in it with every inch of your being, because it takes that belief to get you there. And I think that we do it more than we think we do, because if you're at work and you're tired and you say, gosh, I just really want some time off, somehow things manifest that to happen sometimes. So you don't want to forget that you are the manifestation, the magnificent creator of this dream. And the universe has your back. But it's up to you to create that. It's not going to just stumble on you, right?
That's right.
So I'm going to leave you with a question. What if everything you're going through right now and in the past is preparing you for what you have asked for? How powerful is that?
Pretty powerful. Beth, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is just an absolutely great, your words, they're powerful always.
Thank you.
They always have so much substance, and we're so appreciative for the value that you bring to the table here, because not only does it help me, myself, but I'm sure that it's helping others across the boards. I know for a fact that it is, because they let me know.
I hope so.
And we're so appreciative. Oh, my God, we're so appreciative. So listen, hope you guys have heard something that can help you become better. We are intentional about what we're doing here at Ross Cloud Podcast, very intentional about helping the next generation, and for those of us that are maybe struggling in our society on today and just need some answers. Well, we have Miss Beth Kincaid that can give you the best answers that she can from her profession and even probably from her own experiences that can help you become better. Listen, if you want to reach out to Beth Kincaid, we'll make sure we put this information. It's always at the end of our credits. Please reach out to her. I definitely can say she is who she says she is. And it's a little tongue twister there. And remember that suicide watch hotline 988 to help you if you're struggling with suicide or just need someone to talk to. And you always can reach out and use that hotline, 988. So listen, this is the Ross Cloud Podcast. Make it a great day and keep being great. Peace.